Hi, my name's Rick Brazali. I'm Managing Director of Green Energy Trading. I often get asked about renewable energy certificates, particularly the price of small-scale technology certificates, also commonly referred to as STCs. To understand what has been happening to certificate prices, it is important to understand how the actual STC target setting process works. I'm going to explain this process through the use of some charts. Firstly, it is important to appreciate that the target is self-correcting. This means that the target, which represents the demand for certificates, adjusts over time to reflect changes in supply. The target in any single year is determined by two factors. Firstly, an estimate of the number of certificates to be created in the forthcoming year, and then to this we add the surplus or deficit of certificates from the previous year. This is best explained by actually looking at what has happened in 2012. The target of 44.9 million was set in February and was based on a surplus of certificates from the previous year of 22.5 million, and to this we added an estimated level of creation for 2012 of 22.4 million. Now, the estimate for 2012 was based on 3 expert consultants' reports, and it was assumed that between 450 and 500 megawatts of solar PV would be installed for the year. What in fact happened was a total of 37.4 million STCs were registered in 2012. This was nearly 70% higher than was estimated. Solar PV accounted for pretty well most of the certificates, around 95%, and solar hot water accounted for 5%. A lot more solar PV was installed than expected, nearly 1,000 megawatts, or twice the estimated level. This was due to a continued reduction in system prices and large numbers of systems being installed in Queensland, particularly in response to attractive feed-in tariffs in that state. As a result, by the end of 2012, we had 15 million STCs that were surplus to the target. These were then available to be carried forward and built into the following year's target. So what does this mean for 2013? The 2013 target was released by the regulator in March of this year and amounted to a total of 35.7 million STCs. Now, this was made up of a surplus of 15 million that was carried forward from 2012 and an estimated 20.7 million STCs that was to be registered in 2013. Now, this was the equivalent of solar installations of about 780 megawatts. Electricity retailers and other liable parties need to surrender certificates on a quarterly basis. 35.7 million STCs need to be progressively surrendered throughout 2013. 35% of the target, or just over 12 million STCs, were surrendered on the 28th of April. So how are we going meeting the rest of this year's target? Well, we started 2013 with 15 million STC surplus from the previous year, and so far this year we have been generally tracking towards the 20.7 million level of STCs that was estimated to be registered for 2013. And if we continue at this rate, we can expect to get close to meeting the 35.7 million target by the end of this year. More information on STC prices and environmental certificates is available on the resources page of our website. We'll be expanding this content in the coming months to keep you up to date with market developments. Please call our office if you have any queries or questions.